Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And it has been a long time since we have posted a video here, so let's get into this video. It is a 12-inch black sand ocean and it's in black with white waves. So I've prepped the base. It is a 12-inch MDF base with black acrylic paint, and I've stuck down the sand, the usual brown sand, using Fevicol. And after that you could see me mix my resin and pigment. The resin is from Eporex and the black pigment is from Resin Era, and I've mixed both and I'm pouring it onto the MDF base. This particular resin is a coating resin, so this could only be used for surface works such as clocks or just dome coating and stuff like that. You could check them out on their new website. I'll probably link that down below in the description, or I'll link the Instagram page. And if you couldn't find them, you could DM me on my Instagram at uniqueart101, that is 101. It is at UNIQUE underscore ART underscore 101 underscore, and that is my Instagram ID, and you could DM me there for any more questions that you might have. If you don't find me replying to my comments, I usually do reply to my comments, so you could also leave a comment. And this particular clock was a commissioned piece, so you would be seeing only one layer of me pouring my waves. I did a 3D ocean art with this, but you could see me only do one layer here. And if you want to know how exactly to do a 3D one, you could find my other ocean art video where I have done a clock with 3D effect. That is 2 layers. I think it has 3 layers of resin, but yeah, 2 layers of waves. This was relatively easier and it had only like 2 layers of resin. This clock has been sold for almost like a month now, and I'm posting the video only now. I have tons of videos that I have to edit and record the voice over and post. So you'll be seeing quite a few resin works here on my YouTube channel in the coming days. I have posted about all of those finished products on my Instagram. You could check that out, and if you want to wait for the procedure or the tutorial, here you could see that. Make sure you are covering your entire surface with the resin so that you don't have any spots. This is an unprepped base, meaning that I haven't poured a layer of resin prior to the work. So this is directly going in with the ocean. So if you don't find black sand, you could do this, that is stick down your sand and pour black resin over it, black pigmented resin over it. Or you could do one more thing. You could use another technique. Okay, I won't be telling you the technique here. You'll have to wait for a video. I haven't done that technique yet. I'm yet to do that technique. Probably I'll do a clock on it and I'll show you all how it's done. I learned it recently from this Resin Syndicate Instagram page, and they had a tutorial. Some artist did that tutorial for that particular page, and it was very useful. So I would probably do the replicated version and credit the person below. So yeah, this is one idea. This is something that I've already done in one of my coaster. You could probably see another similar looking coaster on my YouTube channel. I've already done a very similar work, so this is particularly an inspiration from that work. So I'll cover the entire sand surface with black resin. So talking about the pigment, you could use any pigment that you want, any brand. There are tons of brands, and I've been hinting at doing video on all the brands that carry the pigments used for resin in India, but then I haven't gotten around doing it. And some of the brands that I've used and I actually really like are ResinEra. That is the standard. Mostly that brand is something that I've been using for my pigments a lot. Little goes along with superbly pigmented. And this next one is Eporex is good. I've used 2 of their pigments and their white is phenomenal. There are other brands that I've heard are really good, like not just from one person. A lot of people have credited Tulsi's white. You could find their store on Instagram or just DM me, I'll send across their link. They're also good. And I really like Eporex for the cells that it gives. And yeah, here you could see me burst the bubbles with my butane torch. So yes, usually butane torch could be used or a heat gun, whichever you prefer. I prefer a heat gun for ocean waves or a hairdryer. It depends on your preference, both gives totally different effects. Whichever you prefer, you could use that. I of late I've been liking the heat gun effect, that only because it gives easier cells. But then you could always use your hairdryer at the maximum setting. It should be a good powered hairdryer. It should have a turbo, preferably. Like, you could use a cheaper hairdryer as well. It should be on its heat setting and in the highest heat flow. That is what I'll be using for this particular clock, and the cells were beautiful. Make sure you're covering the entire surface and you don't leave any particular surface. Also use a toothpick or a skewer to lift off any of the surface, the fuss you generally get. I use baby wipes to wipe my things, my hands, my gloves and everything right after I do it, so that I don't transfer the resin from my hands to another place. So that generally leaves some fuss. Yeah, this is an amazing shot of me pouring the white pigment. This pigment is from Eporex and it is seriously stunning. You don't need any cell serums. You really don't need cell serums if your technique is perfect. So you could just see me blowing the air using my hairdryer. I've inverted the hairdryer and I'm holding it upside down. You could see me blow air towards the waves. I should have probably held it more horizontally than the diagonal angle that I'm holding it in, but it just gave me amazing cells. You could see the cells literally forming in front of your eyes right now, which is so beautiful. But I later on, like in between, like just a couple of seconds later, you'll see me go in and burst or spoil all of those bubbles, which is not the greatest, but I did what I did. It turned out beautiful in the end. I really liked how this clock turned out. The cells were so stunning. You could see the cells, right? But you could see me go in with another layer of white and then blowing it out and just spoiling all of those beautiful. I should have probably stopped here. The thing with resin is that you don't know, you overdo all the time. I overdo all the time, and you probably shouldn't, but I just can't stop myself from overdoing my resin works. So yeah, how has everything been for you all? Let me know in the comment section below. If you're a resin artist, come introduce yourself to me. if you want me to cover any particular topic, or if you want to see anything specific that I do, and if you want to see a video on how I do it, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be really glad to do it. And that's it, I guess, with the wave. This is gonna be me trying to get back all those cells. I probably burnt the resin in quite a few places. You could see the spots appearing there. Yeah, you don't want to do that, but you learn from everything that you do, and you're probably learning from what I did right now. So this is a closer look at the cells. Always make sure to cover your work surface with any, like a silicone sheet. I recently saw a brand carrying silicone sheets, and that was good. So this is the tape, the removal of the tape after the second layer, and I've finished all the layers. I'm just removing the tape, which was a bit difficult, but I don't cover the back alone. I cover the sides as well, so that if at all I forget to resin the sides, it doesn't look so ugly. I'll paint the sides off as well. It wouldn't have been difficult if I would have used the heat gun to first heat up the resin and then try to take everything apart. But yeah, this is it. So I've done a set of trays and another galaxy clock, which you will be seeing very soon. So stay tuned for that, and please do consider subscribing and dropping a like. See you all in my next video. Bye.